Cole, let me pluck your eyebrows, friend. Please let me just pluck those little bad boys just a little bit, okay? I won't go cray, but I would. Hey my little Peacherinos, and welcome back to a brand new video, and it's Cast Monday, which means I'm going to be making some little Similarinos for you guys. And last week we made the girly whirlies from Riverdale. So that was Ronnie, that was Betty, and that was Cheryl, and you guys liked them a lot. My personal favorite was Betty, but you guys really liked Cheryl. Ali actually really liked Ronnie, so it's a pretty good mix all in all. Today I have the slightly harder task, in my opinion, of making the boyins, because I find the boys a little bit harder to make, but we're gonna give it a go. And the three boys that I'm going to be making in today's Cast Monday are Jughead Jones, who's obviously portrayed by Cole Sprouse. He's the first person from Riverdale that I actually knew, because so many of you guys said that he looked similar to Abel. I think we do have a hat we can give him. The hat's pretty important, so Jughead Jones is the first one. We've also got Archie Andrews, who's of course Ronnie's boyfriend. A beautiful redheaded, kind of like football player, like the kind of jock, but he's actually a nice guy as well. And then finally, we've got Keller, who is the son of the sheriff. He is, he's a really interesting character because he's a gay character and he struggles a lot with kind of the way that he can't be as free and open with his like sexuality and his romances as his friends can. He has a really good scene where he kind of gives Betty a little bit of a verbal beatdown for thinking that his life can be as easy and perfect as hers, because it can't. And I just like him. I think his character is super interesting. So they are our three boys. Hopefully I'm gonna do a good job at them. Let me know in the comments below who your favorite character is, and if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. We do new Cast Mondays every single week. We have a whole sim series, we do challenges. It's a ton of fun, and I hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button so you never miss an episode. Let's go ahead and try and make ourselves some Riverdale boyos. So I'm gonna show you some pics of Cole Sprouse, who you guys sent me ages ago. I did not realize that he was actually, like, he is Ben from Friends, so he is Ross's son. That's more what I know him as, which is, you know, showing my age a little bit there. But he's a good looking guy. You guys really like him. Ali knows, wow, what is going on? That's how I look on a morning. That's how swollen my eyes are. But you guys, a lot of you guys, and actually Ali as well, knew him from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I didn't even know what that show was. That just skipped my radar completely. Let's take a moment to appreciate Cole Sprouse, the side of Cole Sprouse's face. Well, thank you for doing that, because I always start making my Sims by looking at their side profile. I don't know why, but I just find it easier to do it that way. That is exactly what I'm going to be doing today. So I guess, did I make them as teenagers last time? I kind of feel like I did. So I'm going to make him as a teenager. And let's just kind of start and try and get his side his facial coloring right first, because he's kind of he's pale, but is he super pale? I mean, he is pretty pale, let's face it. I kind of get the vibe he's meant to look like, you know, he spends a lot of time on his laptop working, not a great deal of time in the sunshine. I'm gonna go for this coloring for now, and let's just take off some of those bits and bobs so we can kind of see the way he's looking. But we do actually get to see him with his top off quite a lot in Riverdale, so I can kind of get the bod right at least. Actually, I lie, he's got the vest on. He's definitely not as burst as Archie, but I'd say he's definitely a little bit bigger than this. Maybe like sort of here-ish. Because Archie's more like that. I'd say he's more like this. Maybe even a little bit less. Maybe like there. I think there is probably about right. Okay, let's start on this side profile. I feel so lucky to actually have a decent side profile. That's gonna make this so much easier. I have to admit, he has a nice side profile, you guys. He does have a really nice side profile. I couldn't gel with his character that much because I found him like a little bit overly whiny. Like, I don't know. He does have a tough life, to be fair, but he was kind of whiny for me. So I look tired a lot. This guy really takes the cake on looking tired. I did like read though that they want to make him like always look tired. So sometimes when they were doing the rest of the cast's makeup, they wouldn't do any makeup under his eyes just to kind of exaggerate how tired he looked. So if you look at this and then like this picture here, it seems like we're getting quite close to his side profile. Maybe we need to just twist his nose this way a little bit. I don't think his nose is quite big enough. But I'm guessing the front profile is gonna be super wrong. So let's now try and look at the front profile, because that definitely doesn't look right, does it? One thing I definitely don't like about him is a lot of his pictures I'm noticing are like him smoking or like holding a cigarette and posing. Like, it's not cool. I don't think it looks cool. I think it looks super lame. Like, smoking is lame, you guys. Don't think it looks cool just because these actors do it and then start doing it. Which is funny because like, I feel like actors stopped doing that. They stopped trying to like show that smoking was cool. I don't really know why we've gone back in time to that, but there you go. Okay, so I've got a pretty high-res Cole's brow shot that I'm gonna be using. He looks like he's got kind of like quite a dark sort of greeny bluey eyes. Sometimes it's easier if you put the eyes in first because it helps you like shape the face. Let's pop some little eyes in that I think are gonna work. I mean, from the picture I'm looking at, these seem pretty close. Sometimes his eyes do look a little bit more blue though. Even that's kind of close too. Hard. Gonna just go for these ones for now. His eyebrows are kind of wild as well. Like if I was because Betty's his girlfriend in real life. If I was her, I would definitely be like, Cole, let me pluck your eyebrows, friend. Please let me just pluck those little bad boys just a little bit, okay? I won't go cray, but I would. Okay, his front profile is really off at the moment, so let's go ahead and work on that and see what we can do. I'm not saying I'm leaving those eyebrows. I just wanted to at least give him some eyebrows that at least looked a little bit more like his face, you know? So his nose is definitely not as big as this. He's got a much smaller nose. You can also see quite a lot of his nostrils from the front, so his nose must face upwards a tiny bit. The main big difference I'm seeing though is like his eyes. So I will have to like, his eyes I think are gonna help bring his face together a little bit. Okay, I find noses quite hard in this game because like in real life his nose like doesn't flick up. The only way to show his nostrils is to make his nose flick up. Like there's just some like super annoying like little things about this like cast that aren't quite perfect. Maybe if they do another Sims, they can kind of fix them, but for now, it's fine. Let's move on to his little eyes. Hopefully you guys think that color's okay. So his eyes are definitely a little bit wider than this, but also a little bit more closed than this. Very like teen angsty, his character. I was reading that he originally went to go read for the part of Archie, but he liked Jughead so much more that he asked to read, to audition for him. Because Jughead's like the narrator, I guess. He's very like quintessential, like teenage sort of, I don't know, like the way he views the world, I think is very teen, but I do like his character. I do think it's a little bit ridiculous after watching Sons of Anarchy and then watching the gang in Riverdale, but that's the difference between like, I guess, a teen show and like an adult show. Because in Sons of Anarchy, like they would never have just allowed like such a young member to like go ahead and just take over the gang. Like that would just not have happened. Okay, I'm gonna see if some skin details can help because I sometimes get to this point where I'm like, it looks nothing like him. But then when you put skin details on, it kind of helps. So let's see what we can do, friends. Also, he's not got like his classic like hair and stuff on that I think is also gonna help. He doesn't have freckles. He does have a few little molly-mollies, but he's not like super freckly. He's the same as me. Like he's got this kind of skin type where you just get gradually more moles over time and then eventually you become one. I know this one has boobs. I knew as soon as I pulled out that one was gonna have boobs. However, it does have the under eye baggage that he has. These eyes don't have enough eyelids, so I may have to go back and rework the eyes. This one does actually have like a few moles across the bod, so this one could be an option. What's going on? Like, is your like, you have no neck? Is that better? Well, your neck shush, my friend. Has some good under eye bagginess as well though. Maybe his eyes apart a little bit. Okay, this one could work. It's not as moly though. Okay, I'm trying to make his eyes like look as tired as possible because I think it's a really important part of his character. Like he's kind of meant to look like a little bit like disheveled and like tired. Like it's just kind of part of his character. I'm giving him slightly like wronged eyebrows, like someone's wronged me kind of eyebrows. He has been wronged a lot in life though, so he's kind of allowed to do that, you know? We're just gonna give him really dainty small eyelashes as well. He always like, he's like me, like my relaxed face is like, my mouth's always open. It's because I actually can't breathe through it. So I kind of want to give him the lips that are slightly open, but it's hard not to make it look like he's got lip stuff on. And also, because the shape of his mouth, that's very... Because the shape of his mouth is not really working either, so I'm not gonna do that. I might give him more realistic lips though. Maybe like that. Looking quite big now, a little bit bigger than his actual lips. So I might just go ahead and shrink them down a little bit. I can't like, we're getting there with him, but we're not quite there yet. He's taking me a while. They always take me a while. Like this genuinely takes me a really long time. I'm gonna give him a little bit of face shine. And then, okay, his hair is kind of like, is it like, no, it's not like that. Is it kind of like, because I need to be able to put a hat on with it. It sort of does that, doesn't it? It does do that. I know it comes back on itself a little bit, but I'm not going to be able to get it perfect. And he doesn't do that. Because it does that and it's got the hat on. I don't have the crown hat, but I do have like I mean, that's not really quite the right color, is it? Probably will just have to go for that kind of hat. I feel like that's kind of close though. I feel like I need to put frown lines on him more, but I don't think I have frown lines. That's not right. Oh, that's kind of close, you know. He does have the little flick that comes down. That could work. Which looks better, that one or that one? See, in all the pictures I'm looking at, it's on that side, so I might have to keep it on that side. That's not really like the way it goes for me. That's quite good as well, actually. That's pretty good. He doesn't look anywhere near like sad enough for me. He needs to look more like how could you kind of face? No. That's close, but this needs to come across a little bit. No, I think we were closer before. I personally hate the hat. I know he's meant to wear the hat because he wears the hat in Archie comics, but I hate the hat. I'm like, every time the hat's off, I'm like, he looks really good. Then he puts the hat back on, I'm like, no, take it off. Take the hat off. I'm gonna, it's tough. That one's shaped better, but that one's on the right side of the face. So I think I'm just gonna straight up leave this. And I don't know if I can give him like a really like the expression that we want to give him, like this wronged kind of angry expression. I don't know if I can really do so, because I can't put the lines like on the side of his face. So I'm just gonna do that. I think that's the closest we're gonna get. And then really, I need to put him in like the serpent's jacket. I don't think I have one that says serpents on it, because like, why would I? But if I can at least give him a leather jacket, I feel like we'll be quite close. I think his dad's good looking. Is that me again showing my age? I don't like Jughead, I like his dad. See, that would be good, but I don't think he'd wear white underneath it. Really, it's the top with the... Has his top got an S on it? I feel like it does. It's still pretty close. Like, I feel like we could get away with that. That's not really right. Okay, that one's the best one so far. Gonna add, like, he always seems to wear, like, a flannel shirt, either around his waist or, like... Or he wears it. But I'm just gonna put it around his waist. And then like some little booties with his black jeans, I think. I know that this is like too light for me and it's kind of bugging me, but it's the closest I'm gonna get, I think. Almost like army style boots, aren't they? Maybe a little bit slimmer than that. They're a bit bulky, kind of like that. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I wish I could put a bag over him, but I can't. Not over his head, like a bag that you'd put like your laptop in. Not just, I'm gonna put a bag on his head. Okay, I think that's as close as we're gonna get. And I think there we go, guys. Let me know what you think. Does it look like Jughead? Is the skin a bit overly like, is he a bit paler? Let me have a look at his skin tone once more. Maybe he needs to be a bit paler like this. I think that's probably better. Okay. Hello, my name is Jughead Jones. And his aspiration, he kind of wants to be like a little bit of a sleuth. Like, it's definitely knowledge based, but he wants to be a writer actually, doesn't he? Okay, I'm gonna give him the writer. I don't think he really wants to be a best-selling author, but he does enjoy writing. He is definitely a bookworm, and I want one that's like a sleuth, like he's good at detective stuff, but there isn't one for that, and they're all kind of like that, aren't they? So I'm actually gonna give him the gloomy one because I do think he's kind of gloomy. Okay, guys, Jughead Jones, let me know what you think. Do you think he looks any good? Stop smiling. You're not meant to be smiling. You're meant to look dark and twisty. There you go. Jughead Jones, #1 is done. Let's move on to Archerino. His actor's name is KJ Apper, which is such a strange name. Also, he naturally has much darker hair, but he really suits being a redhead, I would say. He's actually got I don't really notice that much, but he does have a scar in between his eyebrows as well, which unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do. He has great hair. Everyone on the show has such great hair. Also, we're going to have to make him buff because he's pretty buff. I'm trying to find a good side profile shot, and I'm kind of coming up short. This is the closest I've got. That's not going to be easy to work with, but let's see what we can do. So let's go ahead and make him oh, he's already a teenager. Let's take off all of your clothes, friendo. I know, I'm very strange like that, aren't I? And I think I'm just gonna straight up switch his body type out for like this one. And then I actually think that's pretty close. He is quite buff, but not too big. So I think that's a pretty good, we'll start there. And then he's also pretty fair skinned. So let's go ahead and pop that on too. They also look like they've got kind of similar skin tones. It's hard to tell when they're on the show because of the makeup, and usually they've got kind of beat up faces too. Oh, I like that they're like friendos in real life. That's real cute. They've got super similar skin tones. He's just more pinky, he's just more yellowy. So if I did this on you, I'll probably just do that on you. Let's do it that way. And then he's got brown eyes. I don't like the starting sim that he's given us at all. Let's go ahead and give him like his brown eyes. He's got really pretty eyes, but you guys know I'm a big fan of a brown eye, so on board with that. Where are my brown eyes at though? So hard to get like nice brown eyes. I'm gonna give him these ones for now. Okay, let's try and do his side profile first. The starting sim's just cracking me up for some reason. I don't know why, it just is. This is like the tiniest photo ever to work with. Oh man, this is gonna be hard. So he's got quite a prominent brow. His nose definitely comes out a little bit more than that. And this is gonna be real hard. Boys are harder. I don't know why. Boys always take me longer and I just always find them like a little bit harder. Like what if any of these eyebrows? He's got pretty thick eyebrows, this old Archie Andrews, hasn't he? I ain't even mad. I love a thick brow. Oh, whoa, no, your eyes are twisted. I'm just gonna give him those brows for now. Okay. He actually, you know what? He does actually have quite a small mouth. Look. Oh, where's he just gone? Here he is. Look, he's got quite a little mouth. So I'll have to make sure I do that. Nose is so wrong. One thing it doesn't allow you to do in this, which is really annoying, is like make the nostrils start from higher up, because not everyone's nostrils like start from here. Some people start higher, some people start lower. It's just really annoying. Like you can move the position of them, but you can't really like pull the length of the top bit. So that's kind of annoying me. I'm gonna make his eyes like, you see that little fleck at the top? It just like makes his eyes look like happier and nicer. I'm gonna make sure that that's showing. He ain't schmeisen so much. I know I like to do schmeisy eyes, but I don't really think he's got schmeisen eyes. Schmeisen. His eyes are a little bit more like that kind of a shape, I'd say. Okay, I think we're getting there. I think somehow he's already starting to look a little bit like him. I never even had like heard of Archie comics before Riverdale. Like, I had literally no idea what they were. If you guys read them, you're gonna have to let me know in the comments below, because I've never heard of them before. Okay, I feel like we're starting to look right. I hope so anyway. Let's pop some little skin details on him. I mean, I feel like this was almost a little bit too real. That's pretty good though. I feel like that's kind of right. I wish I could put his little scar on. Like, I do feel like he's a bit lost without his scar. Okay, I feel like we're getting out there on him. He's hard. Boys are hard, okay? Boys are really hard to do in Lost Sims, but I'm getting there, I think. I feel like he's meant to look a little bit more sweeter and nicer. Not nicer, but just like he's been through a bit less than the Jugster, you know? It's funny because I'm making Ali watch Gossip Girl at the moment. And like there's a character in Gossip Girl that's so like good looking but boring, which is Nate Archibald, and I just don't like his character for that reason. And like Archie could so... like, you don't know, he's like the football player, he's like popular. He could so easily have turned into that character, but I don't think he is at all. I think he's pretty interesting. Okay, hair. The hair could be kind of tough. Let's see what we got. He's just got like super thick hair that just kind of just goes flick. Maybe a little bit like this. One other way the hair is going to be hard is because ginger hair, like they just don't make ginger hair for Sims. And I don't really understand why. But it's hard to get good ginger hair. Like, what are these colors? None of them are ginger. That one's probably the closest. It's not really right, is it? Why this game? Okay. We may have just... Okay. I think that is pretty archerific hair right there. He's got quite dark brows, though, to say, like, the color of his hair. In some scenes, his eyebrows are literally black, and then in other ones, you can tell they've tried to dye it to his hair a little bit. So I'm gonna go for, like, about there. Okay, and then I need to find, like, the most jockey clothes I can find, because he always has, like, is it, like, an R for, like, Riverdale? Is it an R that he always wears? Yeah, it's, like, I don't know what those, like, jackets are called. Those, like, American sports jackets, but he always has one of those on. Problem is, do I even have them in this game? Probably not. Because it's sort of that, isn't it? But it's like, obviously it's the Riverdale R one. That's not far off. Okay, that could be a good option for us. I guess that's closer, but it's the wrong color. If that had have been blue, that would have actually been perfect, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, that's it! That's the exact same jacket! Oh, how crazy is that? Okay, we've got the jacket. I'm pretty impressed with that. And then he just seems to wear it with some, like, not those. but just some sort, not those, just some Gina Beanos. Okay, they look pretty good. And then his shoes are just kind of like, I don't know, just your regular old white shoesters. Kind of like that. Oh my gosh. I think we've got him. He doesn't wear a necklace or anything. He does wear a belt, but there's no belt option in this game. Oh, and for some reason, he's a young adult. Let's teenify you up a little bit. I'm going to give him a little bit of his size back now that I've teened him up, because he is a pretty big dude, isn't he? And there we go, guys. I think we've got ourselves an Archie Andrews. Why have your eyebrows just gone? Look, his eyebrows are normal. And then when he moves, suddenly they're like, kapow. Okay, so he wants to... I probably like write music. He's like a bit of a musical genius, or at least he is in the earlier seasons. He's definitely active. He's like on the football team, and he's a music lover. Bit of a, like, you don't usually get those two as a combo, so it's kind of nice. And there we go, guys. My name is Archie Andrews. I think he looks pretty good. You guys are gonna have to let me know what you think, but I'm pretty impressed with that. So we've got Archie Andrews. Wait, I didn't put any additional bits of makeup on you. Like, do you need your lips doing, friend? Do you want some little lip balms on, friend? I can pop some lips on you. Should we put a little shine on your nose? Yeah. Shiny nose. Oh no, you're too pale for the lips. You have the lip, no lips for you. I don't think you really need much. You're looking pretty good. Okay, we've got ourselves a little Archie Andrews. Let me know what you think. Is he your favorite character as well, or at least your favorite of the boyos? Let me know. And then we've got ourselves a Jughead Jones, much more angsty, much more kind of angry at the world, which is why when his character starts, like the Sims starts smiling, I'm always like, no, you're not meant to smile, you're meant to look a little bit angry, which means we move on to our final Similaroonie. So Kevin Keller, he's like, I actually think his actor's probably one of the best looking ones, to be honest. And he has a really good relationship with Ronnie. Like, he's just sweet. He's a nice guy. Could be all schmoldery here. I am struggling to get side profile pics though, so this could be a little bit tricky, you guys. This one seems pretty good to start with, so I'm just gonna go from here. It was just like so far from what I'm trying to create. Boys' eyebrows are so hard, because like, what even are they? What are they even doing half the time? Just disobeying, you know? Okay, I'm just giving it myself starting features that are a little bit closer to his actual ones, just to try and help me out. I don't think he's gonna be very easy, especially if I have no set profile, because that's my little cheat to always get them looking a little bit more right, is to start with the side profile. I don't know why it works so well, but it just kind of does. I also can't really find any eyebrows that look like his. I don't know what it is about him, but he has like these kind of anomaly eyebrows that don't exist, basically. Got kind of big ears as well, I like that. I don't think the actor that actually plays Kevin is gay, but I'm sure I remember reading an article that he tends to always get cast for gay roles, which is kind of interesting. Kind of somehow making the Sim look super ugly when he's definitely not. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm lost, apparently. Also, how have I somehow given him the Archie scar? Like, where did that come from? Oh wow, why does his nose look like that from the side? Also, why did no pictures online exist of this actor's side profile? Like, can we just talk about that for a minute? What's going on there? Okay, despite the fact I have nothing to work on really. Oh, his bottom lip's sticking out a bit there. How are you in, friend? I do sort of feel like if you look at this, and then look at this, you can sort of definitely see there's a few, I feel like I'm getting there with him. I think he's got quite big eyes for a guy, so I need to make sure I'm getting that across too. These bits of the side of his mouth come forward a little bit. Yeah, I feel like somehow we're getting there with him. He's like your most classically like good looking guy on it, I think. And he's got like bluey, greeny eyes. Okay. Pop his eyeballs on, that might help out a little bit. It's hard because in Riverdale, everyone's eyes sort of look like they've got no color. Because when they were doing the what's he called? The Black Hood. You kind of, it was hard to like tell. When it kept showing the shot of the eyes, you're like, you kept looking for people's eyes. And like, no one has any eye color. Like, what's even happening right now? Okay, let's put some little skin details on you there, Kev. Because look, you try and use this. Like, this is how dark the show is. Not very helpful, okay? I kind of feel like they should use a little bit more of Kevin. That's my personal opinion. Oh, this is good. Okay, the lips are now wrong, but I like this skin detail. Don't have boobs. Please don't zoom out and I'm just gonna see boobs. No! Okay, there we go. Oh no, that's a different skin. No, why does it have to have boobs? No, that's so annoying. The rest of it's so good. It like fits him so well. Ah! Okay, this one could work too. Oh, you got 4 nips now though. Oh my gosh. That does look like his skin though. That one's pretty good, but it's almost like too real. I don't know. Like, is it a little bit too realistic? Have we gone like a little bit too far? I'm gonna put some hair on and just see how it looks, because I know it's like ultra real, especially compared to the others, but I kind of like the way it looks. Because his hair as well is just kind of all pushed back, isn't it? Not like that though. This is not gonna be easy either, is it? It's kind of like Asher sort of hair. See, now I'm thinking it looks too realistic. Like if you look at like, so you've got like Jug, and then you've got like Archie, and then you've got a real life person. Is it a little bit too far? I don't know. I kind of don't know. I kind of feel like they're meant to be real looking though. Like they are real people. Isn't that kind of the point? I kind of feel like I'm gonna roll with it because he's meant to look like real, isn't he? And he always wears like a jumper with like his little collar coming out the top. Just kind of like quite chic, nice sort of dress. See, like kind of like that, but that sort of looks boring. But look, if you search his outfit, this is kind of the way he rolls, you guys. Oh, they just sometimes wear a flannel. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of this. Oh, he likes him as well, but the other guy is like not comfortable about like coming out. See, this is like the stuff he was saying to Betty that he has to deal with that the other characters don't. Like they're like, oh, will this person like me? Will they not? He's like, will this person like even be into me? Like, will they be comfortable about being out? Would they want to be in a couple? Like, it's more stressful for him. And now I'm looking at him, I'm gonna take the skin off. I'm sorry, I know I'm messing around loads. I just don't like it as much. He doesn't fit in the rest of the pack as much, so I'm switching his skin up a little bit. Okay, and I think we are done on Kevin Keller. So I think his aspiration is definitely love. Like, he wants to find his soulmate. He just wants to find some love. And we know he's actually secretly quite geeky, because when Ronnie goes and stays at his house, he's playing like a board, like, I don't know what kind of board game it is, but he reminds me a little bit of Ben from Parks and Rec. And I'd also say he's like a good person. Like his dad's a sheriff. He's just like a good kid. Although he does kind of get sucked into the whole, is it the red circle or something? Yeah, red circle. He does get sucked a little bit into that. So there we go. We have ourselves a Kevin Keller. Let me know what you guys think of him. And then we've got ourselves an Archie Andrews. Let me know what you think of him too. Do you think he looks like Archie? I can't get the scar. I wish I could get the scar. And then finally we have ourselves a Jughead Jones. Let me know what you think of him as well. Which of them is your favorite in the show, and which of them is your favorite of our creations today? Do you think I've done a good job? Do you think they look like they match as a nice little set when you compare them with the girly whirlies? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this Cast Monday. If you did, please give this video a big cheeky thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in another one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. But